Hi guys, Yanis here from Scan Heating. Today, the video, it will concentrate a little bit on the theory on the S-plan, how the systems in theory works and how close to the reality we are and how we can test the thermostats with the multimeter in order to understand how that works, if that works, and what's the color code we use when we do it. Before I will start, I would like to explain you that we need to use the multimeter, and I'm coming close to the camera and I will show you that the multimeter, we have to use it on ohm, and if we touch the two probes, as you can see, we have the beeping. This buzz noise, we have continuity. Right, let me support this one here and go straight away to the thermostats. We have two thermostats, one cylinder thermostat, one room thermostat. Let's go back a little bit to the theory. Let's start with the room thermostat. This is the room thermostat. The particular one is the Honeywell, and we have three connections: the neutral, the live, and the command. We will concentrate not to the neutral in this case, but between number 1, 3 and 4. Number 3 is when we call from heat. Number 4 when we don't want heat. So we don't actually need somewhere to connect number 4, just we need to connect 1 and 3. 1 has to be connected directly from the timer, as long as the timer gives us current. Then go to number 3, and then number 3 we connect the brown cable on the zone valve. We have somehow in the house this thermostat fitted, ending to the cylinder room 3 cables, and we have to make sure we know if it's, first of all, wired correctly, and secondly, which colors create continuity. For me, instead to go downstairs, open this one, take a pictures like this one, go back to the manual here to see if normally open, normally close conductors are okay. There is something much more easier, which always I will do. I never spend time in my life, because the time is limited, to read all that things. Just take my multimeter, go place the thermostat to the position 0, and just connect the brown and the yellow. The reason I do that is because neutral normally, if I have 3 connections, should be already connected to the neutral. So turn it back on, and yes, we have continuity. On, continuity, off, on. So with this way I understand that the 2 cables which I'm interested is yellow and brown. Brilliant. Let's put yellow and brown to the plug number 2 and plug number 3. Then let's check the cylinder stat. Here it's a little bit more complicated, but again, from the S-plan system it's much more easier. Let's start from the theory. We have 1, 2 and 3. 1 is central in this case, 2 is the heating load if we call from heat, and number 3 when we don't call from heat. Because we don't have Y system, we don't actually need 3 to be connected, so only 1 and 2. Simple, what we can do then, just we don't know how that it is inside. I took a picture just for training purposes, and I will show you. This is the configuration inside. So we have the yellow is the common, the brown is 2, the blue, the blue is 2, and brown is 3. But again, I don't want to start to thinking, I want to start to read. I don't want to start to open and confirm things. I can do easily, take my multimeter, go here, and try by the luck and check. I will check in this case brown with blue. Let's twist it. Nothing, 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 nothing. Let's check brown with yellow. Oops. When it's off, we have continuity. When we demand the heating load, it's off. So probably the last configuration is yellow with blue. Let's try yellow with blue. Blue and yellow. Yes, off when it's satisfied, on when the heating is low. And we will go to the connector block 7 and 8. Blue 7 and 8. Doesn't matter which one is on 7, which one is on 8. And we finish with the two headaches, the thermostats. Let's go now to the timer. We have always permanent neutral, permanent live, and let's connect it. Permanent neutral, permanent live, all done. By the way, I have here the configuration. Always we have the plan with us, and then we have 3 cables. Again, we have a little problem. I don't want to take them out. I don't want to start to read the manuals and stuff like that. Look at how easy is that. We have to connect first power to the system. Oh yes, we have to make sure before we touch any electrics to make the isolation test. Make sure the system is isolated. I'm not sure if the camera can show that. We have the testing point here. Anyway, let's leave this one because it's out of the camera. I'm gonna turn this one on, and here we have the approved voltage indicator, and we will test here and here and turn it on. Yes, we have power. Switch it off. Yes, it is off. Now we can test the system. We can touch the system. Neutral as permanent neutral, earth on earth conductor, and live on live point. What's happened now? We have on the timer power. We will turn it back on. I will put both off. And simply I'm going to use my induced currents tester, which is this one. Of course, I will go against to the no power point, which is this one. Off, on. Good. So this one works. And let's see, do we have power somewhere? We have on the black, we have on the yellow, and we have on gray. But that's not really the case, because this one can catch even less than 10 volts, 50 volts. The only thing we have to do is just to connect the probes and read the voltage. I'm not sure if the camera can actually catch this one now, but we have to go to the volt AC. That's the best point to fit, guys. Sorry, I don't know if you can see, but anyway, and we have to test between neutral and earth. I have the neutral here and live. No power, power on the yellow, no power on gray. Let's go to select hot water on. Let's see where I have power. I have power on the gray. Gray then is the command for the hot water. Let's put it on number 7. We finished with that. And let's check which one has the heating. Heating on then, neutral, and 200 on the yellow, 200 on the brown, heating off, heating on. Yes, I can confirm now the black is the heating. So we will connect now to the number 2 connector block. And we finished actually now, guys, with the thermostats, with the timer and the cylinder stat. And let's connect now. Let's start with the hot water. What we have here, as you remember, guys, we have 3 cables we have to plug anyway somewhere. Permanent earth, let's do it. Permanent neutral, let's do it. And brown, which is permanent live, do it. And then we have the orange, which is always the command, and go to number 9 plug. And then we have the brown one, which going to number 8, which is the outlet from the cylinder stat. We just check it together. And we have one more, the central heating one, 2-port valve, again, permanent neutral, permanent earth, the brown one going to the number 3, gray one, which is the permanent live. Sorry, I have to squeeze a little bit the cables because I used the wrong block. But anyway, it is what it is. And then we have the command, which is the orange. And then what we have to feed? The boiler and the circulation pump. What we have here? Permanent live, permanent earth on the boiler, and then go permanent neutral, permanent earth, and the 2 lives, which are going to plug number 9. I'm not sure if you understand what's happened, but we just finished. Let's go. So we will turn on, and everything is off, and I will call for hot water. Yes, we call for hot water, put the demand on the maximum, and let's see what's happened. Yes, circulation pump works, and hot water off. Let's see what's happened. Hot water off, and let's turn the heating on. Let's call for heat, and let the timer goes. Let's see what's happened now. Yeah, circulation pump all on. Let's switch the thermostat off. All done. I hope you like it. Please like, subscribe, and comments. I will be more than happy to answer all your comments, guys. Thank you so much.